I hope you basically understand how the list operation and how to use different kind of function in the list. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove an item or just completely clear your Python list in your Python program. You know, sometimes we have created a Python list, we have a lot of items inside the list, but maybe you want to just remove some of the items so that you can do some kind of operation or some mission. Maybe the items created is not useful, or maybe the user want to just delete some items. So now we will learn two function in the list. One is remove and another is clear. So let's learn it by an example. First of all, we define a list. Okay, so we define a list called programming language. You know, there are lots of programming language in this world. I guess you may heard some of it, or maybe you can even write some of the programming language. At least you know Python, you know Java, maybe you have heard about what is C++, and also Go, also C#, which is used for the game programming. Like if you know a little bit about Unity, a really powerful game development engine, you will write C# for those program, for those game you want to write. Okay, PHP, those used for the web programming. And of course, you know something about HTML5, which is the latest protocol of the HTML, which can be write a lot of website or different kind of web application. So basically, just understand the syntax of how to remove an items in the list. So just dot remove and put the item names in the remove function. So just see this example. When we calling out this programming language, a list variable, and then we dot remove C#. Okay. And then, okay, maybe I just change it, just remove PHP, okay? Now, when we write something like that, dot remove PHP, and then we run the program, you will see nothing happen. But actually, in the programming language list, the PHP items already removed. Remember that the remove function didn't return anything. It just performed this action, remove. Literally remove something in the list. So I just want to print it out so that you understand. Now inside the list of the programming language, the PHP values already removed. Okay, so pretty simple, right? Now I want to demonstrate to you, if we try to like adding few more similar items in the list, like I add PHP values at the very beginning, and at the end I add again the PHP values into the list, and then we run the codes again. What is going to happen? Will it remove all the values? Now you can see in the list, those PHP values at the end didn't remove. What does that mean? It just means the remove function only remove the first appeared items in the list. That means it removed the PHP values in the index 1 position. Remember that the index start with 0. PHP just begin at the index 1. So it won't remove all the values in the list. Instead, it just remove the first appeared values. Okay, what about if we trying to remove some values that didn't appear in the list? Like Ruby is another programming language. I'm just trying to remove the Ruby. And now when I run the program, you can see some error occur. It say X is not in the list. It just means I trying to put some argument Ruby into the function, but in the Python program, it can't find the Ruby values in the list. So it just show error. In this case, I want to teach you we can use try and except keyword. That is just a block of code, to handling the error. If you don't understand what is try and except, trying to watch the tutorial I prepared before, I guess you can understand what is try and except. But basically, it's just trying to catch some error occurred in the program and trying to perform some action. Like if in this block of codes, when I encounter the value error again, I'm trying to print it out a statement. The statement just say the items is not exist in the list. Alright? So when I'm trying to run the code and the Python program identify Ruby is not an value inside the list, and then the exception throw and catch the error. Now you can see no error occur in the runtime of console of the Python. Instead, it print the statement the item is not exist in the list, right? So, and I print out the list. So in this list, you can see nothing happen because it can't really remove the items Ruby in the list because it never appeared in the program. So now you can understand, okay, when we are trying to remove something that does not exist, we need to use a try and except way to catch the exception. Okay, so finally, I just want to show you how the clear function work in the Python program. Basically, it's pretty simple. When you call the clear function, all the items in the list will be removed. But be careful, because when you run this function, everything in the list will be removed. It can't be just rollback. So just be clear to use this function. Be careful. Okay, so I just trying to demonstrate to you when I run the .clear function, and then I'm trying to print it out the programming language, and then now you can see inside the list is just empty, nothing inside the list anymore because I remove all the programming language in the list. Okay, so alright, I hope in this tutorial basically you understand how to use the function remove and also clear. But remember, be careful to use these kind of functions. Don't remove something that you don't actually want to remove. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you learned something in this tutorial, and let's learn more about how to operate the list in the coming tutorial.